be a likeness. That's the next likeness. Let's see if we can do it again, all right? The artist who paints, sculpts, must have an idea in his mind. That idea, through and with his skill, he can then construct what he constructs. This idea is an idea in the mind of this creator. This is an idea. How do you now go from, how can you then study the artist's mind if all you know about the artist's is the idea in the mind of the artist that he used when he created whatever he did? Work backwards. If you know nothing at all about an artist, especially, those great cave paintings, what can you infer about the state of mind of the artist? If we didn't know anything about Michelangelo personally, historically, what could we infer about that man just by looking at the works? That's the process. That's the highest process now. Because this is where Plato is going. He wants to bring you into this, to move you here. Would you not agree then, now the processes that are going on here, in the intelligible living creature there must equally be, all right? This has to be eternal, unchanging. For any model that is changing in the process of becoming a model to be copied would make chaos out of the copy itself. Therefore, this must be eternally unchanging. Therefore, the idea in the mind of the Demiurgos must be eternal, must be unchanging. Now, what can we infer about the Demiurgos?
Always is, unchanging, intelligible.
Now, this step, all we're doing is reversing the processes that we did here. You're going to reverse the processes. That's all you're going to do. Would you not agree? Now let's see if we can use what we have. Go back to the first page and let's do it together. All right? I'm on page 55. Why did he desire the universe to come into existence?
Be like him. So to be like it.
He wanted it to be like himself. All right, that's true. Therefore, there should be some likeness between these two. We can work back and say, therefore, if we can understand why he generated it, we might be able to assign those qualities to him or it. What was the reason creation came into being? Page 55. Give me a quote. Why did he desire what he desired? That is, for creation to come into being, to becoming. What's the reason, the source?
So that all things should be good and nothing evil.
Why? Why? Because?
He wanted order.
That's right. Also, he wanted order because he judged that to be better than disorder. All right? Mm-hmm. So he can judge that something is better than right? Better than disorder. Right?
Most beautiful.
Beauty. Beauty guides him. Let's go back over it.
He's reflective.
No envy.
Pardon?
No envy.
Okay, that's negative. All right. What can you? Since there is no envy in him, what can we say about him?
All good.
He is all
Good.
good. Ah.
He's reflective.
Ah, look here. Then, we can now say, we can look at the motives for doing what he's doing. We can say, he is all good. Good. More? Whatever he does beautifully, or in this translation, the fairest. Same word, beauty, fairest. All right? So all his acts are beautiful. If all his acts are beautiful, all right, all that he does is good, his nature must be what?
Providential.
Okay, let me help you. We just read it together. Let us now state the cause. Wherefore he that constructed it, constructed becoming and the all. He was good. And in him that is good no envious arises ever concerning anything. And being devoid of any envy, he desired that all should be as far as possible like unto himself. All right, this is the supreme originating principle of becoming in the cosmos. So what can we say? The basic reason he did it is because he is good. And since he's good, he desired that all should be like himself as much as possible. Therefore, the Demiurgos must be good. And since he desires order, he's bringing the whole thing into order. Therefore, come on. See, you always go this way. If there is something in a process, what caused it must be more primary. Would you agree there's an idea in his mind? It's intelligible. Therefore, he must be intelligible, or within him is something intelligible. Therefore, he's good, has the intelligible,
Reason, because he constructed it.
Now, when you take a look at all of these great qualities that, remember, that we mentioned before, that we decided to take together as a simultaneous whole, remember when we did that? Pull all of those together now. Pull all those together. Remember? Shall we go over them? First, what was it? Desire. Two desires. Took over. Brought into order. Judges, deems, judges. He's doing all of that to ensure that everything, so far as possible, will become like himself. For likeness is the supreme originating principle. So look here, as much as it is possible. Now, is there a principle which stands higher to order? Yes, we said there is one. Intelligible. Something intelligible will naturally appreciate order. All right, do the same thing now. If there is some governing principle called like or likeness that's governing everything, then there must be a prior principle higher than that from which likeness emerges. Yeah, I'll give you a whole bunch of them. All right, here we go. Identity. Same. Similar. Equal. Right? Like. Similitude. We'll leave that out since it should be the same as the word like. All right? Therefore, since there is a Demiurgos that has something intelligible within him, we're saying there must be a likeness between the two. This is what we're guiding. Therefore, if likeness is the principle behind likeness